done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, for the record.
Alright, so this is TMB Podcast, very first episode. A lot of people on a very small table. We have Jason, we have Gaurav, we have Jay, we have Vatsal and Ayush. A lot of cool things happening here. Ayush नहीं दिख रहा, कौन नहीं दिख रहा, Jay नहीं दिख रहा, कौन Gaurav नहीं दिख रहा, अभी दिख रहा है Gaurav, दिख रहा है, सब दिख रहा है. Cool. So English, Hindi, both. This is probably the very first English TMB podcast that we are doing currently on the channel. I am Mayank. By the way, we have to introduce ourselves because this is not Men's Essentials. In case you don't know, we all are a part of a small production company where we run a few YouTube channels, we do a few Instagram, and we do a whole bunch of shit. I am Mayank Bhattacharya. I am a YouTuber, and that's what I do. That's just the easiest way to put it out there. He's Ayush. Ayush, tell them about yourself. Then we'll go rounds and we'll do what not.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayush. I am the assistant brand manager of TMB Productions, and all the main functions of YouTube, which involves uploading, doing the SEO work, description and cards, all the work will be done by me at YouTube.
Nice. He works for YouTube, not for TMB Productions. What's up, Jason? What do you do? Give them a bit about yourself.
Yes. My name is Jason. You can call me Angelo. I feel very cool when people call me Angelo. I am a music producer. I am a composer. I am a guitarist. Yeah, that's about it.
No, you are also this guy with sadistic sense of humor, and
I am very sadistic with my humor. Like, I'll bore you down to death, and when I see your face, that's what makes me happy. Like, that's just it.
Yeah.
And that's me. I'm a musician. I'm a viewer.
And you should also stop smoking because you're running out of breath and whatnot.
घर पे पता चलेगा तो क्या आएगा सब. Cut it.
Nothing is going to get it. Gaurav, what's up?
मेरा नाम है गौरव चौधरी. तो चलिए शुरू
करते हैं. इंग्लिश पॉडकास्ट.
आप हिंदी इंग्लिश दो.
मैं क्या हिंदी बोला?
इसका चलता है मयंक है.
No. अच्छा, only English.
अच्छा, मेरे को लगा मिक्स है ये. स्टार्ट करो.
ये काम कर मिक्स ही करते हैं फिर कोई नहीं फर्क चलेगा. Yeah, let's just like that. Then we don't have. Then we can do 4 different topics instead of.
तो ये करना था यार गौरव टेक्निकल गुरुजी.
वापस से कर.
कट करेंगे.
नहीं कट होगा, पॉडकास्ट में कुछ कट नहीं होगा. कर.
मेरा नाम है गौरव चौधरी. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. नाम तो पता चल गया. भी मैं यहाँ पे जूनियर एडिटर काम ऐसे जूनियर एडिटर हूँ. और सभी YouTube वीडियोस जो हिंदी चैनल पे जाता है और पॉडकास्ट चैनल पे जाता है वो मैं एडिट.
कौन से हिंदी चैनल पे?
कौन से पॉडकास्ट में? मयंक भट्टाचार्य.
नाइस.
याद है मेरे को, मैं बोलता नहीं हूँ.
चलो जय, व्हाट्स अप?
Hey, what's up?
My name is Jay Mandavkar. I am the assistant cinematographer and editor and photographer. I like bikes and what? Okay. Back to me. I like bikes, women, and filmmaking. That's it.
Bapre. To the point.
To the point. I like this.
Shah, what's Shah? I am a creator. हाँ क्या बोल रहे?
इसको वायर दे. बोलना खींच रहा है.
हाँ. I am the creative director of the Men's Essential. I am the chief cinematographer, photographer, editor. And yeah, I do lots of freelancing work. If you have any work, contact.
Stop promoting. This is a TMB podcast. Anyway, so today we'll be talking a whole bunch about why are we doing this podcast. A brief about why did we want this. करना क्यों था क्या ना. I mean, this is the whole idea of.
Hey, Papa, don't keep the mic so close. वो clip होएगा life में. अभी it's fine. इतना it's fine.
I want proximity, bro.
Proximity तो.
You have to gain it over.
नहीं तो.
Anyway, so the whole idea of पहली बात तो before we get into it, we want some cake because our Gaurav Chaudhary got into a very epic college. He has to change a fucking college in his life because he has some serious career change in his life. So congratulations on your career change and congratulations. Yes. Yeah. Hey?
बोलना क्या जाता है?
What do you mean?
Downslide to go up.
Downslide to go up. ये magnetic है.
अबे ऊपर ही जाएगा. तू गिरा है लेकिन हम ऊपर ही है. हम तो ऊपर ही जा रहे हैं. ये ऊपर ही फिर जाएगा.
Anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have the cake and we're going to probably cake खाएंगे और podcast करेंगे because that's life and that's how we're going to do the team. अभी हर सारे podcast में हम केक नहीं खाने वाले. उतना भाई मीठा करना हो पाए हमसे. But yeah, चलो गौरव काटिए, हमें केक खिलाइए and by that time maybe someone can talk and keep us entertained.
तो अपना काट फटफट काट.
मेहरबानियाँ तेरी मेहरबानी.
Anyway, so that's the goal here. इस पॉडकास्ट का मतलब ये है कि भाई हमें मेन चैनल में, अगर आपको पता नहीं होगा तो हम सबका लाइक आई सेड हम सबका यूट्यूब चैनल है. हम वहाँ पे यूट्यूब वीडियोस बनाते हैं मेंस लाइफस्टाइल के बारे में. तू केक काटना भाई. मेंस लाइफस्टाइल के बारे में, मेंस स्टाइल, ग्रूमिंग एंड ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अ मैन. वी आर ऑल अ पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोसेस. द oldest one being Jason because he's my friend, and then Vatsal, and then we all have grown the team to what we are. And the whole idea is इस पॉडकास्ट में we want to sit and talk about यार ऐसी चीज़ें जो हम एक वीडियो में, मेरा सिर्फ पर्सपेक्टिव ना हो. आप सब ने अगर मेरे चैनल देखे होंगे, मेरे वीडियोस देखे होंगे तो पता होगा कि भाई बस मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव है. बच्ची हस्बैंड, चलो खाओ खाओ, आप पहले खाओ, खुद ही खाओ. अरे क्या बात. चलो हाँ हाथ में खाऊँ मैं. हाँ बोल रहा. Very good cake. Anyway, so that's the goal here. Ayush, how has it? बोलो कोई.
आपको जो पूछ रहे थे ना, you are asking something to Ayush.
I just wanted to know all your perspective कि भाई what excited you all. ऐसा क्या है men's lifestyle के बारे में, ऐसा क्या है becoming a better man के बारे में that interested you all to be a part of this process, and where do you see?
Let me talk first. The whole part of being the best version of yourself, being the classic best version of yourself.
Like why did you get into it? Like what's the idea? Like what excited you about this whole this whole journey of I want to be my best damn version?
Because it's best to be timeless. Because trends will eventually fade out. Classic men style won't fade out there.
That's golden, man. That is golden.
What about you, Vatsal?
I think the self-improvement journey. I think at some point we have to improve ourselves. So it starts with the changing the style, like what you wear, and that's the basic.
Yeah, man.
After you change your mind, what do you think?
Basics are so cool, like the basics, the whites, the blacks, the navies, the grays. When you wear a basic, like a plain t-shirt, you can wear it anytime. It was sexy 30 years ago, it'll be sexy 30 years again. If you wear a branded t-shirt जिसके ऊपर बहुत बड़ा सा like you have Gucci or Balenciaga, at one point of time all these designs will fade out. It'll be boring because that's like it's trendy, right? It stays only for that so much time. It's nice when it's classic, it's so timeless. Timeless is just.
I'll repeat my question. I think you all got it wrong. My question was what got you into self-improvement? What forced you to want to be in this process where you are this best man that is out there?
One name Mayank Bhattacharya.
अरे बाप रे.
और ये मॉडेस्टी है मेरा, मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा. जस्ट वन नेम मयंक भट्टाचार्य. क्योंकि यहाँ से मतलब जब मैं यहाँ आया था तब भी मैं इतना ऐसा वर्जन नहीं था. मतलब अभी मैं जब 10 मंथ बैक देखता हूँ ना, बहुत फ़र्क है. मेरा तो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन तो देखा ही होगा चैनल पे, हिंदी चैनल पे. वॉच इट. अच्छा है, तो वो देख के तो समझ ही आया होगा कितना बड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट आया है. हाँ.
आयुष, यू?
मुझे मेनली इम्प्रूवमेंट क्यों करना है? बिकॉज डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली वी विल गेन अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस. दैट्स द मेन पॉइंट हियर. कि कॉन्फिडेंस ज़्यादा अगर बढ़ना है तो बहुत अच्छा सेल्फ इम्प्रूवमेंट लाइफ में बहुत यूजफुल रहने वाला आगे सब चीज़ पे.
जय, go ahead.
The thing is, I want to be a successful man, and I guess self-improvement is one of the best way to be a successful man.
True. Okay.
Like when you improve yourself, right, you go to the next level. You become more confident. It's easier to approach people for your work. You can get your work done. And tomorrow you can grow. Like if I want to have a multi-billion-dollar company, hypothetically, if I am confident, if I've grown to that level, only then can I control or I can lead the company to do so. It helps me to get closer to my dreams or to achieve my goals.
I think it's necessary. Self-improvement is necessary. Like you think, you're something, like you know everything. But if you think from the different perspective, from the different people, then you will see like you are not where do you think you are.
मतलब लोगों को ही लगता है ना कि यार हमें सब, स्पेशली मर्दों को, भारत के देश के हमारे मातृभूमि के कंट्री में देख हमें सब कुछ पता है भाई. हम तो बस पैदाइशी रॉकस्टार है. मतलब दे आर जस्ट सो अनअवेयर ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट उनको आधी चीज़ों का समझ भी नहीं है, जानते भी नहीं है कुछ नहीं. और बॉलीवुड और टीवी तो भाई कमाल है इस चीज़ में, टू हेल्प मैन बी बेटर. माई गॉड. सो द होल आइडिया ऑफ I getting in the process was because I was influenced negatively by a lot of negative influence out there. बेकार फालतू बकचोदी चीज़ें देख के people are getting more retarded day by day. So once you actually start, अगर आपको पता चले कि भाई सेल्फ इम्प्रूवमेंट होती क्या है, एक आइडियल मैस्कुलिन होने का मतलब क्या है, then you realize कि भाई मैंने तो कुछ उखाड़ा नहीं लाइफ में. मतलब आई एम नॉट इवन काम का हो, पर्सनल लाइफ हो, कुछ भी, मतलब मेरी औकात ही कुछ नहीं है, तो फिर आई हैव टू बी समथिंग फॉर बी देट टू वेयर ग्रेट्स आर. लाइक अगर आप किसी भी ग्रेट पर्सनैलिटीज़ को देखोगे दुनिया में, they have done something and they are doing something in their life because they have worked on their own self improvement. They are not influenced by the faltu things that we see around. So I guess that's one reason where I was like, और ये बड़ा क्या बोलते हैं उसको, what's the word, very addictive. This is very addictive. Wow, I'm losing my shit now. It's cool. Breathe.
That's the thing, like they are keep succeeding at what they are doing. Instead of falling downward, they are falling upwards. Like that's the thing. Like self improvement is the key to the successful thing.
True. It's a very addictive process too. Once you actually see yourself improving, once you actually see the way you have changed your perspective around things, जब लोगों आपको देखते रहता है, when people start seeing you differently, जब आप लोगों से बात कर रहे हो, you can feel it कि भाई मैं अगर ये 6 महीने पहले किया था तो मैं बहुत बड़ा बेवकूफ़ था in the same case. So that's a very addictive process in general. Yeah, true.
एंड फॉर मी, मेरे लिए सबसे बहुत बड़ा कोट एक लग रहा है जो मेरा ब्रेन में हमेशा बैठा रहता है. फॉर्मल एजुकेशन विल मेक यू अ लिविंग, बट सेल्फ एजुकेशन विल ब्रिंग यू अ फॉर्च्यून. ये बहुत बड़ा कोट लगता है.
काफी डीप.
इतना डीप मैं नहीं गया.
जोक मारा इसने, बताइए.
My influence has been so bad. I need to.
That was a very bad but honest joke.
Modesty होनी चाहिए. What do you think? इसके बारे में deep जाएंगे. Self.
बोलो. कट नहीं कर रहा मैं कुछ.
आप स्टार्ट करो कुछ.
अरे मेरा माइक कस रहा है, उसको दे दे फिर माइक.
Yeah, where were we? Self-improvement. Okay, हाँ, तो how did I get into self-improvement? By looking a lot of men who were already there for me. Already, yeah. Repeat it.
There were some men just like Mayank and Aaron who were killing it left, right and center.
Right. That was the whole light at center. Yeah, that was the whole. That was the time when I thought that even I should get into self-improvement. I should be the best version of myself, which will help me succeed in life, which will help me grab a whole lot more attention, which everybody wants in life. Everybody wants fame. Everyone wants to be famous. That's what I think, because I do.
You think that because you want to be famous, you want to be successful.
Yeah. That's my perspective.
When I think of self-improvement is because I want to be better than the common man. Like the number of people, like if there are 10 people, I know that maybe one or max 2 of them would be interested to, be a better person. Be it the way they see life, be it they want to, have a big name in the music business, or that's for me, but in the industry, in their scene, or anything, maybe just a small skill set that they want to improve. Like when you have the will to improve, you just do better, and things around also work as well, because you're so focused on it. All the positivity is just so much around you, the creativity, the will to do it. So that's why I feel self-improvement is very important. And when I see a lot of people, be it celebrities, be it musicians, be it YouTubers, or any of my friends who are just working hard to improve themselves in any field, in any area, it just pushes you ki he is being better. Like if I'm a guitarist and he's like, he can play this song so well, even I want to do it. Not maybe because I love the song or because I just the guitar technique, but the whole aspect or the whole approach to being better, spending your hours to just improve that skill, that is just very valuable, because that it's very few people in the world who actually put in the time and the hard work just to be a better person. Otherwise, har jagah you will just see robots, 9 to 5, subah utho, do your routine, go to office, be a slave, come back and repeat. But that's not fun. When you improve yourself, that is fun because you grow. I mean,
that does not mean that every मतलब जो 9 से 5 जो normal job वाले, that does not mean that they can't be in a process of self improvement.
They can.
It does not mean that if you are a normal employee, like we are all team. So it does not mean that, and I'm kind of a supposed man of a structure and schedule. So if technically speaking I'm in a creative field, मैं बहुत creative कुछ कर रहा हूँ, खुद की business run कर रहा हूँ, but मुझे भी robot schedule पसंद है. मेरा schedule सर 9 से 5 ना हो, लेकिन मेरे भी schedules हैं.
Like having a timetable is good, but there is a fine line between.
Falling for that time, falling for the time.
When you're settling in, when you're becoming comfortable in your own skin, and I mean not own skin, it's a different lingo topic altogether. When you're getting too comfortable in life, when you're not pushing yourself to, when you're like submitting to the fucking process, not in a good way though, in a very non-productive, non-constructive way where you're like, this is a part of, sorry, beep that, we'll have to beep that, this is the part of the stupid monotony कि भाई सब वही कर रहे हैं, सब metro सब लोग,
हाँ ठीक है कर लेते हैं, हाँ ठीक है अब यही जिंदगी है. That's not it, man. That is very robotic, very slavery, वो mindset है, which is like when you say like 95, not obviously not everyone does the slavery bit. There are a lot of people in the self-improvement route, but there is fine line when you are, कि अच्छा, even if like it's like you're living a scheduled time, 9 to 5 you have a job, and then the rest of the time you have
a life.
Yeah, you have a life.
Yeah.
But when you, as you mentioned, you're getting into your own comfortable skin, कि हाँ जिंदगी यही है.
You not try out new things.
You want to grow at all.
You don't want to get out of your comfort
zone to grow more, to be better.
That's what I was talking about. Like you said, you should, like you trying to get better in the direction you want to go ahead. You trying to get better to do things you like. That kind of attracts the right kind of fame and right kind of people that you need in your life.
Exactly.
And also I think that self-improvement is a constant thing. Not like a one-time like, you become famous, like I am improved.
It doesn't happen overnight. Exactly.
Till you die, you are improving yourself. Like, every day you are improving.
It never stops. That's the beauty. It just keeps growing. Because if you're going up, and if you stop, it's like you hit a plateau. It's like, you're not going anywhere. You're just on the same level. You want to keep go up. That's when you just get better and better and better. And the beauty is that it never stops. It just never stops. You always learn something or the other in that field or other things that are around you.
And also coming back to the Jai, like he said, he want to be famous. I think there are two types of famous. One who influence good, and one it is bad. Like there are some people with 10 million followers making some 10-second street content.
Not mentioning any apps. No apps. No one talking about clocks. No one talking about clocks.
No one talking about how sick and sound.
How clocks?
I mean, no one is promoting a sound clock.
Okay.
So right now we are living in an information age. So we are having such a great channels like Mayank Bhattacharya, Sarath Kalra, Valuetainment, Alpha M. So why don't all the youngsters or almost everyone, why don't they watch the videos, right?
And
because it's very, how do I say it? It's very difficult to change. It's very difficult to accept the change.
Exactly.
They don't want, exactly. They don't want to hear something that they don't want to hear.
Instead of watching some bullshit content, they can watch some educational content also, right?
They can, but would they? Would they be interested to be better? Like, I am fat. I have fat. I know Mayank works out day and night. I know he has a great physique.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
I can go to the gym. I have gone. But would I do it? Maybe not now, because I don't want to do it now. Because if you want
you're
to...
stupid.
And I'm lazy. I'm stupid and lazy.
Yeah.
Also probably gym mein other time joke marta rahunga. Public also can't work out. That's a whole different topic. But it's like when you are mentally ready to be better, only then will you be better.
They're not willing to accept the change. They're not willing to accept that they have to work on
brain is differently hardwired. So when you think of me and him, we can laugh on same jokes, but we cannot like same content. जैसे मैं वैल्यूडेनमेंट देख रहा हूँ तो वो भी देखना चाहिए, ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है। मेरे को जो म्यूज़िक पसंद आता है वो उसको पसंद आना चाहिए, ज़रूरी नहीं है।
नहीं आता है।
He's not saying that. He's saying why aren't people consuming content to help themselves?
हाँ लेकिन वो उनका चॉइस था ना, देखना है।
देख चॉइस नहीं, मतलब चॉइस है टू बी द एवरेज मीडियोकर फॉर दैट दे आर। Choice had to be average. Everyone has two choices. We also had two choices. We chose the choice of improvement because we don't want to be average. Average as in यार we are pretty much average. हम कोई फरिश्ता नहीं है, हमारे 6 सिंग नहीं है, 2 कान नहीं है, मतलब 2 कान है, मतलब yeah. That's that. But then are you willing to do something that you did not know or you can improve on? Like are you willing to work on yourself? ये population by numbers and research is very less because they don't want to do anything. उनको लगता है हम सब जानते हैं. The amount of self-entitlement and male ego that is there in the male species of the race is crazy stupid high. So it's difficult. When a man realizes it's his flaws और जब वो अपने आप पे काम करना स्टार्ट, दैट्स द मोस्ट हम्बल एंड ग्रेटिफाइंग पार्ट ऑफ अ मैन कि भाई मेरे में ये गलतियाँ हैं, मैं 1 नंबर का जो भी हूँ, आई हैव टू वर्क ऑन माई सेल्फ टू गेट बेटर. दैट इज़ द टाइम व्हेन अ मैन एक्चुअली स्टार्ट्स बिकमिंग अ मैन. द ट्रांजिशन दैट इज दिस व्हेन उस टाइम पे बॉय से बंदे का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन टू अ मैन होता है. वो टाइम पे भारत में, दुनिया में कहीं पर भी ये ट्रांजिशन बहुत ही रेयर होता है. बाहर फिर भी आई मीन बाहर एज इन नॉट आवर नेबरिंग कंट्रीज बिकॉज वी आर ऑल द सेम. बाहर एज इन वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज एंड वॉट नॉट, उनका एक फोर्स्ड नेचर है कि भाई 18 साल की उम्र पे आप बाहर जा रहे हो, आपको घर पे रहना है नहीं. तो फिर दैट काइंड ऑफ पुट्स यू इन अ प्लेस वेयर यू आर लाइक oh fuck, I have responsibilities now. So that is a very hard pressed push that will change you from having a similar thought of being dependent. भारत में वो नहीं है क्योंकि भारत में we are raised different, हमारा कल्चर अलग है जो भी है. लेकिन वो एक 26 साल का बंदा एक 15 साल जैसे बंदे जैसा सोचने वाला भी मिलेगा तेरे को, क्योंकि दैट्स हाउ इंडिया इज़ एंड दैट्स द मेजोरिटी ऑफ इंडियन मैन. दाढ़ी आ गई, मचिज्म एकदम आचा हो गया, लेकिन दिमाग है 5 साल की. दैट्स वेरी कॉमन बिकॉज दे डोंट वांट टू वर्क ऑन देमसेल्व्स. है वैल्यूटेनमेंट है, गैरी भी है, सब है, देखने वाले कितने हैं. वही उसी टाइप के कंटेंट, उससे भी बहुत ही बेकार या बहुत ही अच्छे कंटेंट फॉलोअर्स के 20 मिलियन 10 मिलियन लाइक ही सेट फॉलोअर्स हैं, लेकिन उनको पसंद है. They're relatable, they are dumb and they are dumb, so the dumb attracts the dumb and that's the reach.
The like-minded people, yeah. That's how it is.
I think if you constantly try new things, you'll improve. For example, I like cinematography and all stuff. I like filmmaking. Like मुझे उठा दो रात को, मैं करूँगा 2-3 बजे. But at this
वही है कि अगर करना है तो
वापस से बोलना, आवाज़ नहीं है तेरी. माइक अपने पास,
वत्सल इज ट्राइंग टू स्पेंड 5-6 lakhs ऑन अ ट्रिप जो उसको सिनेमाटोग्राफी सिखाएगी, और इधर लोग
एंड दैट टू फॉर 7 days.
फॉर 7 days साउथ अफ्रीका जाएगा बंदा सीखने के लिए, लोगों को वीडियो क्लिक नहीं करना है. तो वही है, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, चॉइस.
बैक टू हिम.
and also I think if you are doing, you should take a break. I think.
There is, you need
because
to take
if you
a
are
break.
continually like if I am doing continuous cinematography for like a 1 year continuous, after certain point of time I feel like कुछ तो हो रहा है अभी, कुछ तो ब्रेक बनता है. सपोज जैसे मुझे अभी स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी जाने का मन हो रहा है काफ़ी. ये नहीं हो रहा है कि like I am not improving cinematography but I am trying new things to improve on that, because fresh minded होएगा, then I will constantly focus on that cinematography part of it. कुछ नया होएगा, कोई
What was that word you were saying?
No संबंध whatsoever.
Radha Subramanian was saying. What was that word called? A guy who polymath. So there's this term called apparently there's this term called polymath. Before the colonization happened, अंग्रेज के आने से पहले भारत में जब when we had our रीति रिवाज and Vedas, एक बंदे को एक स्किल नहीं आता था. Even by way back in Einstein and Newton's age, like who discovered the relativity? Newton or someone did. He like Einstein did, right? And the way he discovered it he was playing the violin. No. So he was a fucking physicist, but he was a violinist too. So it never happened that एक बंदे को बस एक ही skill आता था. Everyone had like 100 sets of skills. It was rare for someone to only know 5 skills. Yeah. It was rare. आजकल it's rare for anyone to know 5 skills.
Exactly.
The thing is the things are getting so specific कि भाई masters, major, PhD, मतलब it's just getting niche down, which is good to its own, but then it has its own flaw too. Does not mean that Einstein and Newton weren't good scientists, they were. But then the whole idea is कि भाई इट्स वेरी स्टूपिड थिंग टू से दैट कि भाई उसको सिनेमाटोग्राफी पसंद है, दिन रात सिनेमाटोग्राफी करेगा, बट देन इफ ही इज़ नॉट क्रिएटिवली चैलेंजिंग हिमसेल्फ एनीवेयर एल्स, हाउ इज दिस क्रिएटिविटी गोइंग? I'm doing YouTube, but I'm doing a lot of other creative things to just keep me creative. YouTube isn't my only thing to be. I have fucking interests everywhere, so I'll do creative shit that makes me creative. Creative is not limited to one thing. Even physics and coding is creative. Facebook wouldn't be there if Zuckerberg didn't get creative. It's just that.
Like taking breaks is very important, as you mentioned, because we all come from creative fields, right? Or creative. Like we do creative work, right? When you do cinematography or when you're editing, you want to do something new or something different, at least that you've never done before when you're taking a new shot, right? Because now your mind is functioning there. You need to take a break
To change your perspective,
either to change your perspective, either to analyze your flaw or the thing you've created, the thing you've done by yourself.
Your breaks are way too fucking long. You get your music out already.
Think like, what are you doing exactly?
Yeah. Also, अरे इसको mic दे देना. Also, you need to do other things. You need to keep yourself engaged here and there. Like I am a musician, but I like we just went for a shoot yesterday. I loved watching it. I love driving. I love to go out. I love to chill. I love to crack the lamest jokes. It's not even lame. They're paralyzed. It's like it's just bad. Like those are zombie jokes. But these are things that just keep me, sane. Because if I just do music 24/7, I'm gonna go crazy. And my brain will stop working at once. You need to take a break because you're human, man.
I mean, most people get this thing wrong about Gary Vee too. He's like, this is guy who's go hard on work. That guy is doing 500 things. He has 50 different businesses. Do you think he's just doing Vayner Media?
He's real Jack.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. Like it's not like one thing. Yeah, if you really want to focus on one thing to grow, you can. But then that does not mean you cannot have different things. You just don't have a structured life yet. Plan it out. Live your life. I don't know. You go.
So I haven't just got a lot of experience right now in working, so I don't know the exact reason why taking a lot of breaks might be good.
Yeah, cool.
Not a lot of breaks. Like
Means 1 month, 1 week break, because I haven't.
see, it depends on like what is your mind at, like what kind of you are into circle around like.
Also, breaks does not mean vacations. Your break could be going home from work a bit early today and come back fresh-minded tomorrow. That could be a break.
A movie could be a break. Going out for lunch could be a break.
Just do something else but work.
Maybe.
I would like to give a very good example of what Mayank was talking about, having different skill sets. A very fictional but good example would be James Bond.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades. He knows a lot of skills. I guess before 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I was asking you about where's the best shooting range around here. Yeah, that's what. Because I am a creative guy, but then I also want to. I was in Army Academy for 2 years, so I have learned a bit of shooting. So I just want to get back to it. I just want to start shooting again to get my aims and targets good again. That's it. That's what we people need to understand. You just don't have to do. If I'm a cinematographer or editor, I will get bored after certain days of doing it continuously, doing a work continuously. I will get bored. So this a small example of going out and going to a shooting range and just refreshing my mind by shooting some targets will help me to come back to my work with a blast, with a bang. Yeah.
It's just very necessary.
How did you get into shooting from self-improvement, by the way?
Just taking the breaks bit.
And how did you get into breaks?
Because he just had to say something about it.
Okay, like the whole process of self-improvement.
Yeah, you need to take breaks.
Don't be so harsh on yourself on the improvement process. True. But it's important though.
So number one thing for the self-improvement is self-amusing. Like if you are not enjoying yourself.
I think the number one thing for self-improvement is the will to improve.
Yeah. True.
This
is what Ayush was saying though.
Yeah, if you want to improve, only then can you improve. Otherwise, humse na ho paye. Because I don't want to go to the gym, being very honest. I want to go to the gym now. That's why I have this flubby.
But then that's not, how do I say it? It's not that you not going to the gym is not, it's not that अगर जिम नहीं जा रहा तो improve नहीं हो रहा. There are other things that you are improving at right now. Gym maybe will fit in a different timeline. उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि भाई जिम नहीं गया तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. जिम का भी जब टाइम आएगा तो टाइम निकालेगा. ऐसा बात नहीं है तू वर्कआउट नहीं करता. You have been a player, you have been playing sport all your life.
That was an example, but
नहीं मतलब मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि मतलब people get so stereotyped कि यार self improvement मतलब वो यार influencer को देखा मैं rock hard body fucking women everywhere Bilzerian बनना है. अरे तो Bilzerian बनना है बनो, लेकिन Bilzerian के लिए भी एक प्रोसेस है. तो आज भी आपको वैसी बॉडी चाहिए, आज ही लौंडियाँ चाहिए, आज ही सब जकूजी चाहिए, आज भी जैगवार चाहिए.
कैसा हो पाएगा भैया मतलब.
So enjoy the process of that improvement. अगर आपके पास एक विजन है कि भाई मुझे बिल्जेरियन बनना है तो भाई break it down. बिल्जेरियन के पास क्या क्या है. पैसा बहुत है तो there could be a phase where you will be like, I had this phase in my life where I was just working. Iceland, but then that was a crazy fucking time and I was just working and I didn't have any life. ना दोस्त थे, ना कुछ था, ना लाइफ था, बस जिम था और जी से कुछ होता है वर्क. आई वांटेड टू राइम इट बट नहीं हुआ राइम. चल कोई नहीं. जिम था और वर्क था, बट दैट वाज द ओनली राइम. आई डोंट थिंक अबाउट, डोंट स्ट्रेस इट. इट्स ओके. सो एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन फेजेस इन लाइफ, बट द होल आइडिया इज कि ऑन अ मैक्रो स्केल अगर आपने 10 साल में अगर आपको अपना बेटर वर्जन बना, लाइक आई हैव हैड अ गोल कि 35 साल तक मुझे अपना एक आइडियल वर्जन के थोड़े करीब आना है. तो आई हैव 8 years टू पुट माई सेल्फ आउट देयर. अभी उसमें से मे बी आई स्टार्टेड दिस प्रोसेस व्हेन आई वाज 20. 15 साल का टाइम आई हैड इन मी. उसमें से 8 साल निकल गए. 8 साल में how much have I done? Maybe I'm 30% in on it already to where I wanted. Maybe I wanted to have a successful business. I have built the base of it. I wanted to have a decent physique. I have built the base for it. I wanted to be good in conversation, like in public speaking and with interaction, like in social dynamics with interacting people. I have got better at it. So everything combined could be done over a period. You can't rush into it, but there will be phases though. 15 साल अगर आप चाहो तो हर दिन कुछ कर सकते हो, नहीं तो आप एक बार full in जाके you can do whatever you want.
And it's very also, I guess it's very important to also have a timeline.
मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे बैठ.
मेरा हाथ गंदा है. I don't do dirty.
You use the other hand. You eat with both of your hands.
नहीं, वो दूसरा से साफ कर रहा था.
Don't touch it, sir.
I should not. Okay, so time, like, you know, having a timeline or giving a time limit is also very important.
Yeah.
Because if I'm like, अच्छा मेरे को अच्छा बॉडी बनाना है लाइफ में, बट मैं कभी, when do I make it? 1 साल में बनाना है, 1 साल में या 3 साल में या 15 साल में, कभी, because it has to start and it has to end. Only then will you work accordingly.
Yeah.
How should one set this improvement goals, self improvement goals? मतलब
by being very real of yourself, by being very self aware. ये self awareness वाला कॉन्सेप्ट आधे लोगों को पता ही नहीं होता. उनको खुद से भी नहीं पता कि भाई मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे क्या नहीं चाहिए. वो किसी और का, मुझे बिल्जेरियन बनना है. अरे भाई तो खुद को तो देख पहला. बिल्जेरियन बनेगा लेकिन you figure out your own life first. Like you figure out what do you want, what's your self awareness level at.
लेकिन what is the first most thing that a man should fix in himself?
Like you said, the will to improve and the will to look at self awareness.
Say the person has the will to improve,
Yeah.
but what's the next thing he can do in himself?
To find out what he is, like to find out what he is or who he is. Like I want to improve. ठीक है, in my I'll just say in general.
In life.
In life.
Yeah.
I know I'm a musician. I know I love having deep intellectual conversations, like mature conversations.
Yeah.
I like spiritual things. I like going on.
Sing sound था उसका रोल वापस से anyway. फिर
Okay, and then I like going on road trips. So if I okay, so I know this is my basics. This is me. Now tomorrow, if I'm like, I want to become an Air Force pilot. That cannot happen. It's not realistic because I don't want to work out as of now. It has nothing to do with my music.
And you have specs.
Yeah, that's a different thing. But I know कि these are not. I'm not giving like reasons to not do it. But I know कि it's not practical for me because I won't do it with all of my heart.
Yeah.
My heart is not there. मेरा मन है म्यूजिक में तो मैं full time म्यूजिक ही बनाऊंगा. मैं if I want to be an Air Force pilot, so when the flight is taking off, मैं वो sound को sample करके I'll make something in my head because that is the core of me. So if you want to improve,
how do you find your core? Or rather, his question is, what is the very first step one can take after being aware of I want to improve myself, that I should do to me.
I want to improve. I suck at things.
So
I want to improve now. What
if you are not sure of what you want to do, make a list of things that you really like doing.
Not want to do.
I think one should make the list of the things he suck at, and then
the things he is really good at, and then you try and experiment what you really want
you
to
just answered
do.
yourself.
Because like last year I was at a place where I need a job. The job wasn't the much last May.
Yeah.
It wasn't much of a like job thing, but I was like, okay, let's do it because I love cinematography. I like editing. Yes, I do. But when I did it for a month, then I realized कि नहीं, this is not my thing. So when you do it, only then will you know like you cross check it, or you're like, okay, this is not for me. I like it, but not I would do 24/7.
Yeah,
like I like writing as well, but मैं 24/7 नहीं करेगा.
True. You just answer yourself, like by making a list of things you're good at and by realizing, by being so, by खुद से इतना awareness कि मुझे पता हो कि भाई मुझे ये चीज़ अच्छा है, मैं ये चीज़ में अच्छा हूँ, मैं ये चीज़ में बुरा हूँ. Then you start with taking the baby steps. What do you do, Ayush? You are the most well-read guy among us. दिन के 5 किताब पढ़ता है. What do you do? What do you do for your self-improvement? How do you get into the frame that अच्छा मुझे like you got the awareness कि भाई मुझे तो अपने आप को improve करनी है ऐसा कुछ.
सो मैं कभी कभी मीन्स जैसा राधा कृष्णन बोला है बीच बीच में कभी कभी जर्नलिंग करना चालू करा. तो अभी रिसेंटली आई हैव स्टार्टेड राइटिंग माई व्हाट आर माई स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेस, व्हाट आई एम लैकिंग एट, व्हाट आई एम नॉट गुड, इफ आई एम नॉट लाइक हैविंग एबल टू स्पीक प्रॉपर्ली एट पब्लिक और इन सोशल इवेंट्स. सो आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग डाउन दैट एंड आई एम जस्ट checking what can be done.
Yeah, true.
Present.
Okay, cool. So you're writing your self-awareness in text. Anyway, we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much. You can find all of our Instagrams in description. It'll be very good if you follow us all and share us some nice words and wisdoms and things that जो भी प्लूरल होता है ना वो सब कुछ मतलब
अच्छा वाले.
Anyway, चलो थैंक यू सो मच. मिलता है अगले में. अगर आपके पास कोई ऐसा टॉपिक है जो आप चाहोगे हम कवर करें, मतलब समथिंग दैट इज़ अबाउट प्योर मास्कुलिनिटी, जैसे यार मतलब ऐसा भन टाइप नहीं, अगली बार शायद केक ना हो हमारे पास, लेकिन समथिंग दैट कैन हेल्प अस इम्प्रूव एंड बी अ बेटर मैन एंड आई कैन बी इन द फ्रेम फॉर फक्स सेक. Anyway, any closing notes? I just want to be thankful for whatever this was. Any closing notes, Ayush? Any closing note, Jason?
I hope this makes sense to someone, and if anyone reading it, at least it works out for one person.
I'm going down.
You should work out. You should just work out for someone, man. You should just work out for someone. I know it worked out for me. The self-improvement bit. I'm not there yet, but I'm on the way there. Baby steps.
Make it quick. I'm gonna fall.
Oh shit! All right.
चलो जल्दी खत्म करो.
I just feel we should just record all the notes daily. What's our weakness and positive points. That's it.
चलो thank you, Ayush.
Don't know about any other point, but I fix a vacation or trip point in my head. So that is the one thing I'm gonna do frequently. We'll do it together.
Yeah.
I'll not take leaves.
I just hope we were able to help at least one man out there to start improving himself. I just hope that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, hearing, like, share and subscribe.
अब जाओ भाई सुधारो अपने आप को.